How do you create a penis?
Well, as I'm a god, I think it, and then it is. No, it's great. You need tissue, and so we commonly use the forearm or the thigh, and we take out a square of tissue. We roll up a urethra. We wrap the skin around the other direction, so that there's skin over the phallus. We create a glans, which is like the corona or the rim around the tip. We roll it up, flip it under, put a skin graft behind. It's a microsurgical procedure where we cut in the case of the forearm, radial forearm phalloplasty, we cut the nerve, artery, and vein from the forearm, move it down to the groin, and then there's a recipient nerve, artery, and vein, multiple veins, usually multiple nerves too, that we sew together under an operating microscope so that the phallus gets sensation and blood supply. You reroute the urethra below so it goes from the native female position up to the phallus, right under the pubic bone. Excuse me. You do that by tubularizing the labia minora. You make a scrotum out of the labia majora. You do a vaginectomy. And my team here in Austin, Texas, also I have a practice in San Francisco and a practice in Boulder, Colorado. We can do all that in 6 or 7 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of godlike.
I guess we're gods. That's awesome. We should all get a pay raise.
And how does it differ to creating a vagina?
Creating a vagina, you disassemble the phallus. You get rid of the parts you don't need anymore, such as the erectile tissue, which is really it. The rest you use the skin of the phallus to create the vagina. You'd use the head of the phallus to create the clitoris. You know, there's a mucosa in between the labia minora, and that's just splayed open urethra. So you can splay open the urethra, fillet it open, cut it open, and then that becomes the mucosa between the labia minora. So in plastic surgery, there's a basic principle: create like parts from like parts. Use embryologically equivalent parts, the analogous anatomy, to recreate what you're doing. So if you picture sitting at someone's feet, they're laying down, and you're looking right up, and this is say it's a male with an erection, and you're looking right up between the legs. Mm-hmm. Now, this is genitourinary embryology in a minute and a half. If you now shrink the phallus down so that it bisects the scrotum, it comes down in between, in the scrotum. That scrotum becomes the labia majora in the female. Now, shrink the head of the phallus down to the size of clitoris and then cut all the way down through the urethra, only through the anterior wall of the urethra, but leave the posterior wall, leave the back wall, and then fillet it open. Then that's female anatomy. The sides, the skin of the phallus that you've just filleted open becomes the labia minora, and the mucosa between the labia minora is the urethra. So that's how male anatomy and female anatomy embryologically are analogous. So when you create a vaginoplasty, you just redo that.
Fascinating.
It's cool.
Fascinating. I mean, there are so many terms I've never heard of, but
yeah,
the way you explained it was kind of understandable.
Yeah, bring it down, fillet it open. Yeah, and that's it. That's how men and women are the same. Women are walking around, they're like hypospadiac men that sit to pee.